Other one for the new POE league update video. We're gonna call this. So this video is about two days past what should have been out. I just been busy with work, fell asleep when I got home. So my apologies on forgetting to put this out a little bit early. So we finally got the trailer on Tuesday, if I'm correct on days. No, Thursday, because today's Friday. Yeah, so we got it on Thursday. I missed the things. I was at work, so I saw it real late at night. And then pretty much I'm not gonna go through the whole entire video because it's long. If I put the trailer plus what the whole talk thing about it, which explains a lot about the league, which the trailer doesn't, because the trailer doesn't really show you crap, to be honest. So that's why we're not gonna go through the trailers. The trailer doesn't show shit. So pretty much, I'm gonna say the league is more like how Ritual League was. It's a two-part league. There's the Ultimatum Gamble League, I call it, the Double or Nothing League, and there's also the rework on all the past event league, like how Ritual was with the Atlas and rework and the actual Ritual itself. I'm not a huge fan of this Ultimatum League, to be honest. I don't think Ritual back again is the best thing. I think this should have waited probably until next league so everyone had time to get used to a non-Ritual league first, but GG wanted to go Ritual 2.0, so why not? So we're gonna go through pretty much the thing that they put on about the league. I'm gonna skip all the POE 2 stuff because it's still very far away. Looks very good so far what we saw. Pretty much Jabzon is back from D2 in a POE game, which should be interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to playing that. But let's go and skip all that and let's go straight into this. So pretty much the league is a lot of reworks. A lot of stuff about gambling, double or nothing rewards. And it comes out on Friday, a week from today. I'm making this video. So pretty much, I believe this is going to be the new end boss that we have to fight. So I'm guessing from the videos, I could be wrong. Or it could be something like this. Hoping to get to MTX. Looks pretty interesting with the triple head, the outfit and everything. We're going to look for much of the main thing. So like this is pretty much the main stuff. Pretty much, if I can blow these up. So pretty much it's like Ritual. I believe you hit the thing wherever it's at in this picture. You get the ring. Based on what they said, if you go outside this ring for 5 seconds, you automatically fail it. Just as a heads up. But you can definitely walk outside this. And pretty much like the same thing down here. It looks like exactly like Ritual again. Rinse and repeat. This is sort of like what the reward system is going to be. You can either, I think there's a button I saw you can click on to see all your current rewards you're getting. So like if you want to just take these boots, you can take reward and leave. Or you can pretty much click on one of these three. And pretty much each of these are mods to add to make it harder for the next one. And every time you do it, it keeps adding. And I believe you go up to 10 is the max you can go. But if you like click on like an invulnerability totem will appear, and if you can accept the trial, you get this guaranteed on top of everything else you've pre-gotten. And I think you do this up to 10 times, so you can end up with a massive amount at the end. Or if you don't want to do this, you can just take your reward and take anything you pre-run. If you're playing with a group, they also said that if I'm playing with someone else and the other person doesn't want to do this reward, but I do, they can just take reward and leave, and then I can still keep going, and nothing stops it whatsoever. So it definitely makes group play much better than what Ritual was, because Ritual pretty much made group absolutely trash. That's the totem. So that's the same thing as Ritual in the middle. And it's pretty much like the same thing here. You take this crappy unique, or you can go with this one and gamble to try to get 2 chaos. So it's the same thing. They said you can do this with exalts, or we know of. I saw a void battery thing we'll talk about later, but like you can take one exalt and try to gamble into 2 with something that's later we'll talk about, 5 to 10. Could be very interesting to see with this kind of stuff. So more about the double or nothing. This is the sort of thing I was talking about, the exalt double or nothing. Where like this is like the you can put one of these things right here into your map device, and it transfers you into this room right here, and it's where you do like the these are tradable. So you can this is where like you take the item that it asks for. Like I think people said that there's 4 nurses you have to bring there, but if you beat it, it goes up to 8 nurses. So exalts, any type of currency. It's sort of like one of those gambles, which I think would be very fun to do. Doesn't show anything. Don't care. So that's pretty much not a whole lot. Like this one, like a double sacrifice currency, but it also says on top requires 1 exalt. So if you take an exalt to this and you beat it, you get 2 exalts at the end. But it also does say like all the mods that are going to be on it, so you definitely have to make sure your character can do it. Like this one, take 4 nurses, lets you double to 8. This one, you have to bring a Whispering Ice, but if you beat it, you get a Void Battery. But if you fail any of these, you lose what you put in there. So it's definitely a risk reward type thing, but if you don't feel like you can do this, just trade to someone else. Or have someone who can do it. Because you definitely can trade these, like a double nurse one for 4 nurses. You can definitely say whatever the price of nursing is. Maybe like they're 70 chaos each. Price is at like 3 point something exalts. People will buy these easily. Because if your build's a tank build and you can run this stuff, people are going to make a shit ton of money in this league on this kind of things. So it should be real interesting to see. The 2 new artifacts they mentioned, this one's interesting shield. It has all of those on there. So definitely make some interesting builds around this type of thing. They said about this helmet, you can vow it. So it'll automatically get a, it'll switch helmets around, I think, to a different helmet. So I can see a gamble video coming out of this helmet. They brought back Vow Reliquary Chambers. I've never been around for one of these keys. So I'm very interested in these. But the only thing about these keys is they said it's only, I believe it's only Vow items, if I'm correct. Yeah, Vow themed unique items. So, no Headhunter. Just going to put that out there. So, that's why I'm not that interested in doing this, just because there's no Headhunter. If there was a Headhunter, I would be doing a video on this, and it's worth a lot of money. But, like, you can get a Legacy Azuri's Reflection, Legacy's Doriani's, Zephyrin's Heart. People are going to want these like collectors, but I think this would be pretty cool to have. Especially the Legacy versions. It could be pretty fun to have. Maybe we'll do a video on this, depends on the price of these. And these can drop from anywhere in the game. Just kill, get one if you're lucky. But I'm pretty sure drop rates are going to be trash. So the new stuff they talked about is the new rework to Blood Magic. So Blood Magic now is at 50% instead of the 25 like it used to be, I believe. And they also changed a lot of things. So Extinguish It, whatever it's called, uses life instead of mana to shoot Trendril Blood. So pretty much a lot of gems on here, the 4 new support and actual, are pretty much all about blood. Like sacrificing your life, using your life for skills. Corrupting Fever, you can now actually apply Corrupting Blood on everything. Yeah. So apply Corrupting Blood, which stacks every time you hit something. So it means Corrupted Blood bleed builds could be pretty fun to play. Potential league start. Like you see it's shooting Corrupted Blood out of the arrow, so every time it's hit with the arrow, it's Corrupted Blood in the enemies. Yeah, the Bloody Scythe in front of you. Putrefied Blood. For low life builds, only flasks recover life above 50%. So other sources, is this the one that... Yeah, so this is the one that that when you get hit with damage, it actually spreads the damage over time, so you don't take it all at once, which would be really cool to do too. I definitely see a lot of builds like this. These are the support ones that are coming in. I'm not gonna go over all these. I'll put the link in here if you want this, but the new Vow skills getting reworked. They're redoing the Vow skills to get them more easier, so when you find unique monsters, you can definitely get them back up faster. A new Crimson Jewel, blah, who cares? So, yeah, okay, this is it. So that's pretty much the first half of the league, I call it. And this is pretty much the ritual half. And this is pretty much now the actual changes I'm actually happy about and I'm looking forward to. And everything down below this is going to core also. So, and it should be around forever. So they are making a lot of improvements to all old league mechanics. So every past league is getting buffed. The bosses, loot's getting buffed now. So pretty much they're buffing up all the bosses through the acts to make it better when you're actually going through the act game now. Like Order of Binding should drop now. There's the new rings with have increased chaos damage on it, and the new chaos orb that lets you, when you put it on an item, it re-rolls like a normal chaos orb, but it also adds a Vow modifier to it. This one is the lab one. So the lab changes is actually really nice. I don't think they show you. There's a new uniques, I think, to everything pretty much, but they don't show you the real change. So when you're now running a lab, the gear for the goddesses, you can actually put those into your map device now, and it'll give you a random lab. So you can actually go in there. It makes it a lot easier to get your own labs. Very good for SSF players. I'm very happy for this change. I think it's very good. Because now instead of you sitting there waiting whoever knows how many maps to find all 6, you can now just find one, take it, and put it into your lab and see if you get another one right away. So definitely increase the time to get all these done, which is really nice. And also the that special reward they give people that powers jewels for like the fastest lab runners every day. It's now in those chests at the end as a very small chance of getting. And also when you bring your items to the final chamber at the end to put your enchants on it, it'll now show you every enchant on there already. So you can actually choose, like if you see like a good boot modifier and all crappy helmets, you can take the boot one instead. If you see a helmet that's good for Hero Circuits, you can put a Hero Circuit in there and take that one. So it definitely makes it a lot easier now to get your enchants for your gear. They're changing the Mastermind now. So now it's actually 4 tiers instead of 3 for all the safe houses, which I'm actually happy about. So it's gonna make it very interesting now because I think they said a lot of the stronger stuff. So I'm pretty sure It That Betrays, Verkey, their tier 4 is gonna be pretty interesting to see. Maybe I don't know how sure It Betrays is gonna be. Maybe like 2 breach stones, maybe. So it'd be interesting to see. Maybe Verkey's up to 5 or 6 now. White sockets. It'd be interesting to see. But they're pretty much changing that. So whenever you defeat her now, it automatically ups the rank of everyone in your safe house up by 1 rank. So it definitely makes this a little bit more interesting now to run instead of losing everything. And she has a new unique also. So they are changing the Abyss stuff now. So now I believe Stygian belts only come from the Abyssal Depths. They are changing. There's a new Murderous Watcher Eye unique one now, which this does a lot of different things depending on what you have equipped. There's now Abyss Scarab, which I think is actually pretty cool. So for the usual 3. And now there's Essence of Delirium. Did they change this one? I think this is the bad one. No, it's not the one that matters. Okay. They changed Essence also. I think it's in here too. But I'll wait till the end to see. Alva, they did change Alva, I think, for the better. That's something I wish they did a long time ago. So now when you get your temple done, like say you have your full temple, the boss is ready, you have like a double corruption chamber in there, you have the gem corruption one in there, and you don't want to run it now or you want to sell it, you can now actually make them into these and sell them to other people. Or you can do it for later, have a bunch of them, and run them all much later too. I think this trade's very good. Something it's definitely going to help the economy, like having to no more TFT to find someone who has like double corruption chamber. You can just buy these off the market that already has it pre-done for you. I think this is a very good update for the game. More rewards improvement. They got Blythe, Metamorph, Delirium Incubators now are in the game, which I'm very happy for. It makes Simulacrum projects gonna be really fun now to do. So now Blythe Incubators, Metamorph, Delirium. We have also, there's 2 new Catalysts. One's a crit and one's a speed, which I think would be very interesting. There's now a Blight Scarab. And so this one gives you 50% chance. So Gilded is more rewards. They also did change the way the maps work now. So now instead of the quality, now it affects the outcome of the map, which I'm very happy for. Which means, and also if you want corrupted version of these, you have a chance now of getting tainted oils, which you can actually use on corrupted amulets now to actually re-roll the anointment on it, which I think is extremely awesome. It definitely makes buying already pre-corrupted amulets much easier now because you can just get a tainted oil and just put on there whatever you want. Definitely improvement for the game, quality of life, massive update. Let's go. Oh yeah, they also did change Azuri. So now since because she's so old, they said they wanted to change it. So now like they updated the chest piece, so now it actually adds a +1 level of all Val gems, and also she has a new weapon. And Ritual is coming core, which I was very surprised on. A lot of people didn't like it. So Ritual is now going to be an 8% chance to spawn in maps. And that's pretty much it. I think they said it's supposed to be easier to get more, like for items to come back or something like that. And also, I know they said Ritual is going to be in the Sextants. And then also, I think the Atlas progression, Ritual is going to be in there too to have a better spawn rate, probably, if I my guess. And they also, the Talismans says now that you can actually change their anointments since they're always corrupted, they did take away their improved roll, the well-rolled and modifier system, which I apparently did in this league. I didn't even know, so I never pick them up anyway. And then Harvest Crafts, those already been known. I'm not gonna talk about those. How those got nerfed very hardly. And then also the don't forget also the Heart of the Grove, the pain in the ass fight no one does. Is all for the map fragments now, which I think's very good for the game. We're skipping POE 2. And then 2 new supporter packs. I think these look much better than the ritual ones. This one actually looks really good with the portal and everything. Maybe buy it. Questionable. This one, meh. I like the darker one better. So that's pretty much all we have so far about this league that we got revealed. We're getting the, they did announce that the 12 is going to be the manifesto, which hopefully it's not shitty like the last league was, where it's a couple sentences long. 13th is patch notes, 14th the gems, and then 16th is league start. I'll do the next video after this one will be maybe the manifesto. It depends if it's short or long. But patch notes will make a video for sure. So that's pretty much all we have so far. Like I said, I think the league is... I don't care too much about the Double or Nothing League. We'll definitely attempt to get the 10 rewards and maybe have some fun with the gambles and that. Once we get a character that can actually run that stuff. I think the reworks is definitely the best part about this league. And everyone's happy for it. I think the most is going to be the rework system. Not too much of Ritual 2.0. But I think that that mechanic or the changes to the system should be the best overall. And I definitely think the quality of life improvements are definitely getting better this game. But I think that's it for now. So if anyone, hope everyone liked the video. Hit subscribe button below. Come follow me on Twitch. Hope to see you on my next video. And hope everyone has a good league start when they actually start the league.